How to get over the feeling of not feeling good enough for whatever that you want to do, whatever goals that you may have. I used to have this issue where, I instinctively for some things, whether it was like, building a bed, like, it comes out of the box and you have to build it by manually, just like screws and some tools, whether it be, setting up my internet, whatever it may be. There were some certain things in life that I just thought I was never good at. I was just from birth, I was just never good at, and this thought, like these were kind of like subconscious thoughts that I've always thought about in the back of my mind. And, I never really paid too much attention to it until, I go to some events and some people would ask me, hey, like, can you do this for me? And then I'll be like, no, I can't. I'm not really that good at it. And then it would come up to him like, why am I not that good at it? You know what I mean? Like, why is it that I struggle with that? Right. And through like talking with people, a lot of journaling, I kind of like came to the conclusion it's just how I was kind of brought up, right? Because to give you some examples, so for me it was this differs for everybody. This is case by case, but for me it was more, you know, a lot of times in my family people didn't let me take risks. So let's say if something was broken, they didn't let me play with it so I can like try to fix it. You know what I mean? Because my parents didn't want me to fix it. They just want to hire someone to do it. Or if it came to I don't know, like let's say like someone broke something, they wouldn't want me to touch it because they would be scared if I would break it more, right? So these things were kind of instilled to me as a child, right? And funny enough, the only thing that I was really good at growing up was computer stuff and like fixing internet. Reason being, my parents didn't know how to do those things, so I could play with it as much as I want, right? So that was the funny thing, and that's why I'm kind of in this software developer path where I have to, I'm really into tech. That's why I got into software developing, because I really like, playing with like video games. I used to play with a lot of video games. I used to play with, if my internet was down, I would be the one fixing it, things like that, right? So, because they didn't really know how to do those things and they weren't really that aware. So, funny enough, that was the field that I went into, is because I used to play around with those things when I was little, right? And for anyone who's thinking they're not good enough at something because they don't have enough experience, I think one thing to do if you want to get better at something is just to do it, just freaking do it, literally just do it. Like, like it's that simple. Just do it. Like, you don't think you can make 10K a month? Okay, like learn from someone who has done it, and do it. Like, you're gonna fail, obviously. You're gonna fail again and again and again, but you will succeed eventually if you keep at it. Let's try to break that down, something simple. Let's try to break that down. Let's forget about the 10K, for example. Um, let's try. So for me, let's say for example you're not good at building things, right? Let's say you're not good at building things, and if you want to get better at building things, like building beds, building, I don't know, filling a frame for your bed, or building, fixing your car, those type of things, like things that actually require you to like go in and like use tools and things like that. And let's say you have that limited belief, mindset, a limited belief that you're not good at those things. A good way to beat that, the good way to overcome that is to first be aware of it, right? So be aware of those beliefs, because if you're not aware of it, it's just going to be like a subconscious thing. You're just going to, like, that thought will come up and then you're just going to automatically just believe it. Be like, oh yeah, I'm not good at that, so I'm not even going to waste my time. You know what I mean? But as long as you're aware, like, oh yeah, like I remember that part of me that thinks I'm not good at those things. I remember that part. Yeah, okay, I'm aware of that. Okay, I'm listening to you, but let me try to do it though. Let me try to do it. Let me actually try to fix it, right? And there also will be external factors as well too. There will be people who tell you that you can't do it. You know what I mean? There are people who tell you, hey, like stop doing whatever you're doing. Like, you can't do it, right? And they're gonna try to. And sometimes these are triggers for people, right? These are triggers. People get triggered like when they hear certain things, right? Like, let's say for example, I'm not good at building things, and someone tells me, hey, a family member or whatever, a friend tells me, hey, you're not good at building things. Stop doing it, right? He's validating my limited belief, my mental limited belief, right? And some people might just freeze. They just be like, oh, okay, yeah, you're right. I can't do it. I just sleepy. I can't do it. But some people might get triggered and be like, no, I can. So that's like kind of like flight or flight, right? And, so I guess if a way to overcome this is to first, be aware, be aware of it, be aware of your external factors of whatever is going on. Like if someone's, I don't know, if someone's like telling you, hey, you can't do this, just take a moment, like accept what they're saying to you, look within for a moment, just take it in, like, okay, like he said this, like the part of me that believes I can't do this is resonating with him, but hey, I'm taking it in, I'm listening to you, and that's it, keep on going, to be like, hey, I actually can do this, I know I can, right? So that's what I think is the best way to overcome like limiting beliefs. Anything that you want to do, and anything that you want to do in life, right? Like let's say you have a goal of running 10K and you've never run 10K before. People have told you never run 10K before, and they say, hey, you can't do this, you're fat, you can't do this, right? Obviously, you might get triggered because that's your goal, right? Obviously. And a way to overcome this is just like, okay, like take it in, like take in what they're saying, see how it like feels inside of you, analyze it, and keep going. You know what I mean? Like keep going. The worst thing you can do is to suppress it. The worst thing you can do is to suppress that feeling that you have. That's probably the worst thing you can do. Like just ignore it. It's probably the worst thing. I see a lot of times, and I'm a victim of this as well, a lot of times people will try different businesses, they'll fail at those businesses, and then they'll blame the business, or we'll call it, in this case, the vehicle that will get you to where you want, which is financial freedom, and then be like, oh, it was because e-commerce, it wasn't because of me, it was because e-commerce sucks as a like e-commerce sucks, like it's overrated now, it's too saturated, starting an app now with vibe, because vibe coding is a thing and AI can do everything for you. It's too, like, everybody's doing it now, like I can't do it, like I can't, like these businesses are not for me, you know what I mean? I hear a lot of people say that a lot of the times, and like I just think it's not true. Like I used to believe that as well too, don't get me wrong, that was me, if I'm being honest with you. But I'm starting to believe now that it's not the case. It's really just you. At the end of the day, it's really just you. You're the problem. It's not the business that's the problem, because there's people that have already done it. E-commerce, apps, SaaSes, whatever it may be, people have done it. Okay. You know what I mean? People have already done those things. So why can't you? What's the difference between them and you? It's all in here. It's all in there. Sometimes we'll blame other people as well too. It's because, my parents don't have money, they can't support me. Sometimes, it's my friends that are belittling me. Sometimes it's because of this reason or that reason, whatever it may be. No, it's just you, man. It's just you and your beliefs. Sometimes I tell people, some people need to go to therapy, man. I'll be honest with you. Some people just need to go to therapy just to work out their issues. And a lot of times they don't even know that they got issues, but they do, right? And I ain't no psychotherapist, whatever it may be, but sometimes people just need to go. Check them out. Just go for a session, maybe 2. See how it is, And I guarantee you, probably, let's say you do take that leap and you do try it, you probably will discover things about yourself that you've never had before. or maybe you sensed it or you felt it before, but you just didn't know how to verbalize it, which was me in my case. I didn't know how to verbalize some of the things that I was feeling. Like sometimes I would hang out with somebody and I would just feel kind of like gross or bad. I'm like, why do I feel like this? Like, I don't know why, but I just don't feel good right now, you know, but I couldn't really verbalize it, you know? So a lot of times it's good to verbalize things. You're able to put it out there, like put it in words. You're able to journal it, able to like get it out of your body, if that makes sense. So a lot of times I don't think the business is the issue or the vehicle that you're trying to do. It's mostly just yourself at the end of the day. At the end of the day, it's just you. So how do you even do that? Like how do you even begin to understand what the issue that you have is right now? Like if that makes sense. Like how do you understand, like, okay, I'm telling you, like the businesses aren't the issue because I've tried e-commerce, I've tried drop shipping, I've tried trying to make my own SaaS, I've tried to do different programs and they haven't worked. And maybe like, and you're telling me it's me now. Like how do I fix this? Like how do I go about this? Right? I would say start off with the simple things. Journal a bit. Just journal. Just talk about anything. You can really talk about anything that's comes to your mind. Meditate. You can go on long walks. You can see someone, like a psychotherapist, whatever it may be. Cutting off the bad habits. Bad habits being like, the thing is about bad habits actually, a lot of times we do these bad habits because there's something bothering us in our minds, right? And I recently came back from a vacation, like a month ago, and I never touched like my PS5. Like I touched it one time, and it was like, I'm like I didn't have a need to do it. Like I just wanted to work. I kind of had a goal now a little bit, you know, things were getting exciting, you know what I mean? So I advise anybody to just, you know, like I know I feel like people who do bad habits are just trying to suppress whatever they're feeling, whatever bad feelings that they're having, and which isn't necessarily bad, but if you do feel those things, the worst thing you can do, in my opinion, is to suppress it. That's called like symptom management. You know what I mean? Like if people are stressed, they smoke a cigarette. If they're stressed, they'll, you know, smoke, whatever it may be, drink, whatever it may be, right? So I think that's the worst thing you can do. Like one of the worst things you can do, because you're just damaging. Because the thing is, when you start drinking or start smoking, you get another bad, like you start to get that like addictive feeling from drinking and smoking, and then you get another, it kind of like snowballs, if that makes sense. So let's say you already feel bad, or you already have like this mental issues, whatever you're dealing with, and then you start to smoke, and then it starts to like snowball, right? So I would definitely say, like, if you do any of those, like any bad habits, is to, you know, go see someone. Just go see someone, like before, you know, it's too late, you know, before you regret it. You know, it's never too late in my opinion, but I would say, you know, I don't know, like, it's never too late. It's never too late, you know, so just go do it. Yeah, that's all. I think that's all I have to say for now. This video is getting kind of long, and I think I've like rambled quite a bit. So I'll see you guys later. Peace.